Dun, 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 dun. I have a white glow around me. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, it's angelic. Okay, here's what it is like for a person who produces and publishes and designs their own books to see their book for the very first time, because it's never exactly predictable. I make them and then I have to wait, and then it arrives and then I get to look at it. So here is going to be my very first look. This is one of the pages that is inside this envelope in a book, and I really want to know what is it going to look like. So here we go. The opening of the envelope. Dun, 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 dun. I waited all day. I've gone without sleep. It was not because of the books. It was just, I have trouble sleeping, like many people. Okay, I'm pulling them out. I hope they're the right books. That would be really awful. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Guess what? Sometimes Amazon really screws up. Okay. Hey, I'm on the back. In one of my more attractive years. Why am I going to put an ugly picture up there, right? I like this picture, though. All right. So here are the back. The backs. Okay. Book number 1. D. McDonald Designs Artsy Fartsy Adult Coloring Book 3. And the one I'm really unsure of. It is a grayscale. Well, it says Grayscale Vintage Toy Cars Coloring Book. It is a small book for what I usually produce, but I was so unsure about this that I didn't want to go really big and have it be really ugly, because I am working on book 2. And book 2 is even going to be better because my photography, my layout, I put some of the cars on the grill. And I'm just really looking forward to how is that going to color, depending on how this turns out. If it's just really crappy, I don't know. And then I just wasted time, but I've done that a lot. All right, so Deb's going to take a look and share this with the world. Front, the back says Grayscale Vintage Toy Cars. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's the back of a book. It gets moved all over the place. So I put anything really beautiful on the back is what I figure. All right, available on Amazon, $6.95, because it is not an enormous book, but it is different. You look at 3 pages inside. 1, 2, 3. That's for the people who buy on Amazon and want to see the look inside the book. So here we have another 3 pages and another 3 pages. And then here's the copyright stuff. But I always try, lately, last several months, I try to put something to color over here and just stick that in the bottom. So it's not a total wasted page. And I like the back end of this. And besides that, 1958 is the year of my birth, so it had to be. Then this tells you a little bit about this. These cars are old. They're not taken care of. They were found in a shed covered in ew. I cleaned them the best I could. They are missing wheels, headlights, and it's going to be very different grayscale. It is also a horizontally laid out book, which is nice because that way you work this way and you don't fight covers because they're up above. Now, some of it is very bright. So a lot of this is going to be, what do I do with it? The page that I did such a wonderful job on, oh, where is that? I should have that nearby because this page is probably not going to look this good. I worked hard on this page. I used everything practically that I own. So we have this truck. I will, in the next book, actually identify the make, the model, and the year. Now we have a much better shot at it. This is a little bright, but those are those weird wood panels. So not what I would call an easy to color grayscale book. My sunflower books are easy grayscale to color. This is more challenging, and I rather suspected it would be. And so far, yes, it is. They're moved in different directions so that you get the fronts, the backs, lights, darks, trying to capture what I could, and then converting it into a fairly colorable image. Oh, I like this one. Oh, I'm going to enjoy doing that one. Okay, that one. The windshield's missing. The door window is gone, like gone. And I have over on my dining room table where nobody ever really eats. We eat on TV trays. I have about 10 or 12 of these cars, and all of their assorted parts that I have to match up, and then glue and toothbrush and toothpaste and Windex and you name it to try to get the years of sludge off of it. Really dirty, really dirty, and really not taking care of toys. So sad, but here they get a chance to live again, and you get a chance to make them look all shiny and new. That's the cool part. 1940, the year of this car. There's information on the bottom, and it's so hard for me to read. And I, looking back, wish I'd have put them on there, but I will probably take the best of out of this and put it in the back, and then add what was that? This is a Ford truck. From the back end of the truck, that one. It was in the beginning, and I thought, ooh, the back is rather interesting as well. All right, so far I'm liking it. Two together, going a different direction. A little clearer. Okay, this is going to be challenging. Definitely challenging, but interesting. Different. Very different. I wish I knew what this was. It's this one. There we go. We're here. May not be exactly this one because I liked it, and it is in here a couple different times. Yeah, it's here it is. Here it is. This looks like it. Yep. This is a little totem pole guy. I eventually blacked him out. It took a lot. I used my gel crayons. I used my Prisma black. I eventually even went and used the black alcohol marker because I really wanted it on solid black. So there is going to be quite a bit of your coloring to decide what do you want to do with these backgrounds. In book 2, I've experimented with some really interesting backgrounds. So it's going to be a neat book just to look at. And to see if I found some of the parts for the cars that are missing. This one, I don't know. I think I found the back. I'm not sure. I'm piecing them together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle over on that table. This is not a photography book. This is a grayscale adapted and adjusted for being able to apply your pencil. The cheaper the pencil, the better. Start with your lightest shades and keep working it. I began with Crazy pencils. I used crayon. And then at the end, I did put Prisma down. And I used the gummy eraser, the ugly looking gooky yicky, to pull color off to get that highlight. So a lot went into that. This is the 1958 back end view. Here's a close-up of the license plate because that's the year of my birth. I had to zoom in on that, and look at the character of old cars. So not what we see today. Really nice shot of this one. Oh yeah, 1958. Nice. That one's going to be nice to color. Not as challenging. Nice. Good. All right. I was really worried, but I'm liking it. I can see playing around with this. All right, now this is the inside of the look inside the book feature. Oh, by the way, single-sided, backed in black. So that if anybody wants to color these little ones, you don't have to worry about bleed through if you should choose to use marker. So what was on the back side of the beginning is now single-sided here. Some people like to do the smalls. So here they are one more time for you. And this book was published August 6, 2019 in Columbia, South Carolina. A beautiful book for inexpensive pencils, crayons, and then a touch of Prisma. Your backgrounds, whatever floats your boat. And I say Good luck. May the coloring force be with you, because if you really, this is hours and hours I spent, a little here, a little there. Every day I would go, I think I can add a little more here. I think I can darken in that license plate just a bit. I think I can now come around. I went with light gray all over the place. And then I got a little gutsier with the black. I even got my ink pen out and put some details in that I was terrified of doing, because as it got better and better, I didn't want to mess this up, because I definitely see framing this and giving it as a gift to any guy that loves cars, to put in his man cave or wherever. So I'm happy. I see it as what I expected or thought it might be, and challenging. Yes. All right. Now we're going to move on to looking at the next book, which now is so old, like finished it a week ago, that I don't remember what's in it at all. I had like me all over the cover, and then people colored ahead they colored a page. And so we have colored by Jamie Fugate, Carrie Taylor, Chrissy Bester, Jill Gianetta, Cheryl Michael, Brittany Dobbins, and Kathy Scott are all featured on the cover with a little bit of what's inside. This one is a little different, and I was kind of shooting for all of them to look like that, and I was thinking of taking her brown frame out, but I really like the brown frame. And this gives you a nice idea of, well, I'm not sure what to do with that page. There you go. Look at the front cover. This is not a color cover. It's a glossy cover. The name is On the Spine. I'll have to come back and put the link in later, because I don't want to click off and go up to where I have all of these Amazon things. All right, now look at this one. I will be doing these books individually. This is just I'm so excited, because this is my very first time of turning the pages. The look inside the book features. This one came along at the very end. I wanted something simple for this page, and poof, I did add it, because it was so simply beautiful. I thought, I want to do this. A lot of words to read. Don't know what they say. Oh, that's where this came from. I wanted this simple flower in the background. So I quickly designed this flower just to put behind the words. And then I liked it so much, I made it into a frame. Backed in black, single-sided. And these are flowers and more hanging on like wall hangings. And I just really like the theme of the idea. So we have birthday cake in there, birthday cake on the black framed in, simple hearts. You could write whatever you want. You could put all kinds of little hearts or dots or whatever on the black, white cupcake on the black, 2 cupcakes hanging in a picture. Then I blackened it. That I really liked. From white to the dark to very easy coloring, because you don't have to mess around with the background at all. And I do believe I liked it so much. Yep, I put it in here twice. Why? Because I often color in groups as color alongs. And so I say, if I really like it, I want one page for me and one page to do in group. All right, in the white background on black. Then we have the most tasty donuts ever. There is a YouTube of how to color these already on YouTube. I think it's Deb doing donuts. I'm not sure, but if you go to my name and you click on that, and then you click on videos, and then you scroll down, you'll see a lot of videos that I've done, just knocking them out. Birdhouse in a little pot. It's a little potted birdhouse. That fun flower that came along at the very end, and I liked it so much, I decided, I got to add a page with absolutely nothing, not framed, really beautiful and easy to color with crayons and inexpensive pencil or whatever you want. Then I have a little grouping of them. So now we have smallers on the black, or like that. A threesome over here of paintings. Then just the big cupcakes not in a picture frame, on the black with little specks of white floating around. Then we have the great big fun to color donuts, and we have them on the black. Then the big, beautiful fun to color cupcake. This is, I'm not exactly sure. I just call it the big blob of sweet stuff on a plate. Kind of like, I don't know. I don't know what was going on in my mind, but it's going to be interesting to color. That's a cherry stuck in there. Weird. This is the weirdest part of this one. 2 cupcakes. These are supposed to be blueberries. You can make them whatever you want, obviously. Then I played around with one of my favorites is the Man in the Moon with the stars, but I changed him all around and swirled the stars. This is Santa in the moon, or he's sleeping a night hat. It doesn't have to be Santa. Birdhouse swirls. Then on the black, because I thought, ooh, doing those stars would be really cool on the black. Then it says at this point go to the back of this book, work your way to the front. This makes coloring easier. And I just didn't want to put words on. I gave you 2 the little ones to color because you know what? I'm just not about waste. I just don't see waste. So you turn to the back of the book. Dum, dum, dum. For the first time, she turns. Okay, that worked out okay. You got a free black page. In case you really ever need to, you want to do white on black, I threw this page in there on purpose. Cut it out, tear it out, whatever. Now we're going to go horizontal landscape layout. And here I played around again with the Man in the Moon, the birdhouses, the stars, and I combined the 2 pages into one by flipping them and creating a whole new look. I like those. And I think I gave you duplicates on the back because these are really kind of cool. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those cupcakes put in there. This was not easy to do. These 2 were okay. This one I had a center. I had to erase all kinds of stuff around there to get it in, but I was determined to get 5 of them in there. That's right. And you get 2 cracks at it. I do see doing this in my groups for sure. All right. Here, just the frames. You can try to figure out how to put something in the frame. You can do whatever you want with them, but I saw some creativity, fun here. On the white, one of those. The donut's now going this way, and they're fatter, bigger to color, which makes it easier. The threesome now pulled out, stretched, different. Sweet Tweet in the nest with her eggs. And I've got an extra in there because I do plan on doing that on a live. The Man in the Moon now on the landscape. On the white. Big fat cupcakes. They're wider. They're not exactly the same as in the front. In the front, narrow on the vertical. Fat and big and fluffy going this direction. The 3, again, page in the front, and then I centered and erased and played around with, I just want cherry here, cherry there. I didn't want any cherries there. So more than meets the eye. This one was fairly easy to lay out. This is actually that one page from the front with the other page. But I flipped it so that the cake, flowers, there's some thought that goes into this. Okay, the single page flipped so that the cups are together, and it just, I think, looks nice. You have 2 chances to get that right. The single flowers. The birdhouses now together, flipped so that they're facing in on each other. The donuts have been flipped so that artistically the layout is appealing. Cupcake, far away. Not just a matter of slapping those in there. I don't slap anything down. I really don't. Okay, again, the cupcakes, the hearts, the cakes, the flowers, the five, the two flowers, the birdhouses, Sweet Tweet and a birdhouse on landscape with the black, just the tweet and the house. I thought that was kind of cute together. On black, the cupcakes. Wishing you a fantastic birthday. Thought that was nice for when you have somebody online that's having a birthday. This is, you could, pretty, pretty, pretty. Donuts together. The cupcakes on black. And then we're back to the center of the book. So there's no fighting this book because it's divided up pretty nicely so that it really is. If you haven't tried one of my books that go from the back to the front, it's just delightful. It is so much easier to color this. I did not have to do it for this book because of the fact that it is all horizontally laid out. I will for the next one's huge. I've been working on it a lot. So the next one will be laid out with horizontal and verticals and a center where I say just go to the back and start working your way to the front, because then you've got this nice thick to lay down on. And the same thing in the beginning of the books. And I had noticed when I was coloring, it's like as I get to the last 5 pages, the book is bending. It's not laying down. I have to put another book under it to get, some evenness. And I solved the problem by just flipping the book. So you work your way from the back to the front to the back. Pretty cool. I'm happy with this one too. I can honestly say it's worth whatever it costs. And I don't know because now I have to go and do that. I was so excited about what was in that envelope that I don't have all my info on this. So I will be back a little bit later with, I'm going to do each book individually. This was just my open the envelope book. So now, and you can hear it in my voice. Can't you hear it? I can hear it. Linda, you hear it? Linda's watched me. Can you tell the level of adrenaline? And I've had no sleep for way over 24 hours now. Yeah, I just went to bed at like 3:30 in the morning, and at 6 a.m. I was still laying there going, this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. This is stupid. I'm just getting up. And then when I got up and I looked at the time, I went, well, now as it's pushing 7 a.m., I really could probably fall asleep. But if I go to sleep at 7 in the morning, when I do go to sleep, I'm in 9 to 10 hour land. I can't get out. I'm like stuck on the day elevator and the sleep elevator. And when I get to sleep, and I'm sleeping for my life, the rest of my life. When I'm awake, I have a hard time going to sleep. Both of them are giving me trouble. So I've had no sleep, but I am so excited because this was something I really wondered about. I really wondered. The other thing I really love, when you get your book, $6.95, this is just a to-own book, just the fun of it. And if there are men in your life or boys in your life, I think even though it's not a photography book, they may say, Mr. Pickles, the man I live with, he wants to color a page, and he hasn't wanted to color anything in a long time. My oldest daughter, who has access to all this, doesn't color any of it. She said, I'd color those cars. So you'd be surprised that some people may just, for $7, pretty cool. But what I want to point out is this poor car. I'm looking for, I think I saw his little headlight. I may have found it on the floor yesterday. So it's on the table with the bits and pieces. I may be able to put his headlight in. I have found bumpers that are now matching. But you know what? That is so realistic. And it's also how we sort of seem if we were born in 1946. Yeah, we'd kind of look like this too. And I kind of look like the 1958 car. Just, cars and people. We don't last. No matter how well someone takes care of us. Yeah, time does us in. whether you're a car or a human being or a house or anything. That's just how it is, wear and tear. So that's what it could look like if you really work hard and go for it. Take your time. Pick one out. Do the what's inside the book ones first. I highly recommend you play with these first and get the hang of it. And that way, when you get to the big page, you're going to have a little more experience and go, I know it worked. It's the same paper. And I highly recommend you do that. Start with the little ones and work your way up to the full size page, because you're really going to want to do a just amazing. That's the 1958. Yeah, the broken window. Some of the doors, the back stuff is missing. The part where the the canopy or whatever that's called goes up over the roof. Gone with the wind. Whoever this kid was played hard with these cars, and then for years and years and years, they just sat in a musty, moldy, rat-infested, filthy, nasty shed somewhere, and without wearing gloves. I should have had gloves on. I was cleaning the heck out of those. So I'm pretty proud of the fact that they look this good on here. But the next set's going to look even better because now I'm gluing. I'm really into this. All right. I thank you all for joining, and I thank you all for watching whenever you get a chance to watch. And I will be sharing this because people do enjoy watching, whether I'm actually live or not. They just like. And now I'm going to go take a deep breath and calm down and go, I'm happy. I'm very happy with the results. I really am. I feel pretty good about the fact that I conquered the car. And the taking of the pictures, and the backdrop is a jacket I own that has bleach spots on it. It's like everything I own has bleach spots. I'm the queen of getting bleach all over me. Even when I don't own any bleach, just bleach finds me. All right, that's it. Share, subscribe. I understand if you don't like things because it goes onto your little personal page. And I didn't realize that until I started liking things and went, oh, look at all that's showing up, that I like everything. And people, they get nosy. So I can understand if you don't like it. And then also factor in, don't expect to see a million gazillion likes, because people are finding out, that actually shows up, and then they start throwing stuff at you. When you like something, they start deciding what you should look at. So I really do understand why you may not like the page, but please subscribe, and please, when you have a chance, at least watch half of it and then get over to the end so I get credit, so I don't look. This is brand new to me. So, I have 35 views, 10 views, 6 views. And all of you can help me, even if you can't afford the books. Please help me look legitimate. There's someone living in her car, and she gets paid. She gets paid to make YouTubes. And I probably have to pay people to watch them. Somebody was worried about their laptop screen, and I don't know, whatever. They're putting tape up there so that nobody can just watch them. All right. I used to work at a paper factory, and there was a girl who swore that the TV set was watching her. I'm like, honey, whatever. All right. And my comment was, I can't even beg people to watch me, let alone someone wants to tap into my computer. What are they going to see me doing? Making books and coloring. Not exactly the stuff you want to go watch if you're trying to gather whatever. Yeah, what is she doing? Or I'm playing a stupid Slotto game. Come watch me. Duh, I'm not worried. They click off so doggone fast. I'd be like, wait a minute, Snooper, stay. All right, thanks. Gonna take a break.